TradeDay, one of my top 5 trader evaluation companies, coming in with big news, huge revamp of their offering, all for the benefit of the traders. Stick around if you want to learn more.
Gotta get more followers.
Everyone, welcome to March 22nd. Guys, one of my top 5 funded trader evaluation programs, TradeDay, coming in with some big news out of left field. I love it. They have made a bunch of changes, all to the benefit of us as traders, and I want to go over them a little bit. I will say I'm going to try to talk to my friends, James and Steve, there at TradeDay. I know they're busy guys, but I love talking to those guys, and done a few interviews with them in the past, and I'm hoping they'll be excited to talk to me about all the changes themselves, just learn a little bit more about them. But for now, I didn't want to wait for that. I wanted to get the information out to you guys. So on my website, I put a quick overview of where the program is now. I didn't bother to lay out how it used to be and how it is now. It gets to be a lot of information, but I'll walk you through it in this video. But you can find that right on the front page of my website. And I'd be remiss if I did not mention the blaring promo code, looking us right in the eyes. Guys, if you use the code CFT promo, you get 20% off lifetime discount. And when I say it's exclusive, guys. TradeDay not running any promos out there in the wild, but because you're a good friend of the Canadian futures trader here, Canadians love a deal, and I'm guessing you do too. So if you use the code CFT promo, get 20% off. Let's take a quick look at the changes, then I want to look through their site, because besides doing these changes, they also revamped the site, and I really like what they've done. So first things first, they have 6 programs now. If you remember in the past, they only had 2. They had a 50K and a 100K. They branched out in both directions. Now they have anything from a smaller account, a 10K. You want to get your feet wet, anything up to a 250K. So we're going to look at those. There is no more scaling during the evaluation. It used to be a scaling plan. Now it's, hey, you do what you feel is appropriate, up to obviously what you're allowed to with the account size. As well, it is now 10 days to pass. It used to be 15. They've also changed the payout structure for the benefit of you guys. The first 10K is now yours, 100%. And it is a 90-10 split thereafter. It used to be 80-20. So all good changes. I'm going to skip this line because we're going to come back to this, because I think this is one of the huge benefits that stands out related to TradeDay above the competition. But the last line here, you also get coaching on the 150K and the 250K account levels. I'll say, if you're not familiar with TradeDay, if this is your first sort of introduction to them, I will put links below to the 2 interviews I did last year with James and Steve. Real quick, they're former pit traders. Actually, let's pop over to their site now, and we're going to talk about this real capital thing as well. If you scroll down, there's James, there's Steve. They are great guys. They are both former pit traders. They started at this company, and speaking of real capital, when you get funded, when you pass that evaluation, you're trading real money, and you're looking at whose money you're trading. You are trading James and Steve's money. They put up the capital that you will be trading. So where pretty much most companies, when you first get funded, you're technically trading sim and might get moved into real money, etc. With TradeDay, it's just straight up, you're trading real capital, their capital, and because of that, that leads to some of the perks. Because it's not sim-based or anything else, you can do payouts from day one. The payouts are at the full rate. The first 10K is 100% yours, 90% thereafter. There's no weird, you have to trade 2 months before you get the full amount or anything. Nothing like that. It's as straightforward as can be. And I would say, honestly, I've said it before and I've said it again, TradeDay is basically what a real prop firm is. If you were to go sit at a real prop firm of the days of old, this would be the online version where you're trading real capital. And hey, if you're with those bigger accounts, you might get some coaching as well. So if you can tell, I'm excited about TradeDay. I love to see these guys making some changes to be even more exciting and benefits to you guys. So let's take a look first. You can obviously come to the site, links down below, all of that. Let's look at the programs, because that's kind of the first thing that they changed. I love the graphics. Got the nice warm colors here, like a sunrise or sunset. Okay. So, like I mentioned, they used to have a 50K and 100K, and that was it. And that was something, obviously a lot of traders like a bit of selection. We're all come from different points. Some people like to start with a smaller account. Some people, like myself, not to name any names, love to go big size, so we'll get to that. They now have a 10K if you just want to start small. Sorry, I'm moving it around. $99 a month. You can use the code, get 20% off. Hey, it saves you $20. You are welcome. An easier, I'm going to say easier profit target, $1,000, drawdown of 500, and you can trade just one contract. So again, probably someone who's more starting out. I do want to make one point. It says trailing max drawdown. It's not an intraday trailing drawdown. It's not like that. It is an end of day drawdown. That's something I just want to make clear, because I think a lot of traders see the word trailing. They automatically assume it's going to be an intraday, and usually it is, in all fairness. But with TradeDay, it's not intraday. It's at the end of the day, just so you know. Then obviously, I'm not going to walk you through the specs of every single one. You can read these as well as I can, but they basically have something all the way up. So you think, one's not enough. Maybe you go with two. You go with the 25K. Profit goal 1,500. Like I said, it's 10 trading days. They do have a consistency rule, just to be aware of. No more than 30% of your profits can be made in any one given day. And of course, as with other companies that have a consistency rule, you don't fail if you make more than that, but it kind of moves your target. I don't want to get bogged down the weeds of doing the math and stuff. If you don't understand that, be sure to check out my site and search around. I've written articles before about consistency rules. Let's skim through these now. We have a 50, so we have a 10, a 25, a 50. We're going to scroll all the way to the right. 100K, and now 150K, and woe is me, everyone. We have a 250K. It warms my heart to see those big numbers. I love a big account size. Obviously, you can pick what is best for you. You can trade up to 25 contracts on the 250K tier program that they offer. And like I mentioned earlier, they have free one-on-one coaching for the 150K and the 250K. I already mentioned there's no more scaling during the evaluation. There is scaling once you pass and you're in the funded account, but that's pretty standard with like every single company these days. One thing I'll mention, I know some people like to trade multiple accounts. TradeDay, a little bit different bird, because you're trading their real money. They have to protect, so they want the best of the best. So they know this is a big ask. But rather than trade, say 10, 25Ks, hey, maybe you just want to spring for a 250K, just manage it all within one account. I'll just throw in here as well, if you want to feel it out, maybe you just want to explore, you want to try TradeEvade for free and you've never used it. They do have NinjaTrader as well, but say you want to try TradeEvade software platform, you can get a 14-day free trial. Now, the free trial, you'll get access to the site, all the stuff, the software. It doesn't count towards an evaluation, just so you know, so you can basically trade your heart out, but it's really meant just to get a feel for everything. I'll just throw in a few comments, like there's no restrictions on payouts in terms of capped amounts, number of days you need to trade, like you don't have to trade like 50 days before you can do your first payout. You can withdraw money from day one. Again, you're trading real money in the real markets. You're trading their money. So let's say you have a great day. That means your account actually made that money in the market. So they're more than happy for you. And if, let's say you made $10,000 your first day, great. Withdraw your money, and actually the first 10K is yours. So congrats, you just made $10,000 in a day. Say afterwards though, you made another 10 grand the next week or whatever it is. You can withdraw that, and then it'll be the 90-10 split. Guys, I think that's all I've got to share at this moment. I am excited again, if you can't tell. I love TradeDay. I love them from day one. I love talking to those guys. I'm looking forward to doing another little interview with them and just getting, more feedback from them on all these changes and what their traders have been saying, what 2023 has brought for them so far, and what else is to come. They've been in my top 5 from the start, and this just, again, solidifies their placement there. They're doing great things. They're one of those companies that are really looking to partner with successful traders and help you be a successful trader with things like that coaching and they have other stuff too. I haven't even covered on the website, educational stuff and whatever. I think they're definitely worth a look. At a minimum, hey, sign up for your 14-day free trial and check out some of that other stuff and just see. I think that sums it up, guys, though. Very exciting news out of TradeDay. I hope to see you over there on TradeDay. and know where else I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. You're not going to want to miss that interview with James and Steve. And I'll talk to you soon.